White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on services available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. White River Health is a proud supporter of Newport Greyhound Athletics.
Happy New Year, everybody, from George Kell Motors in Newport. 2026 is here. Great deals on 2026 vehicles. Got some nice-looking vehicles with some major upgrades. Come out to George Kell Motors, see what we've got for you. We've got a great inventory, great savings, good interest rates. Got everything you need and an award-winning service department to take care of you all year long in 2026. Come see us at George Kell Motors in Newport. GMC, we are professional grade.
Maintaining a perfect lawn is not for the weak. Your reputation, nay, your family name is on the line. So here's to those who put in the early mornings, to those who prepare in the off-season, and those who consider it a downright sport. We salute you. So trim with precision, stripe with abandon, because it's your day. It's Mow Day.
Well, we welcome you to Greyhound Fieldhouse, Greyhound Gymnasium, and it's the Newport Greyhounds and the Harrisburg Hornets set to do battle in the first ball game of the second round of conference play. Hounds come in 5-1 in the conference, 3-3 for Harrisburg. Starting lineups for Harrisburg being announced now. And it's Casebeer, Ross, McCartney, Wallace, and Tate. And the Newport Greyhounds are up next. And I love this introduction. We're going to get it dark. And the lights across the way for the 21-1 Newport Greyhounds. Eric Ross, number 1, starts in the back court. Jataylin Pratt starts in the back court. Steady Eddie White on the low block, number 10. Tavares Hardaway runs the point for the Hounds. And Justin Russell, the big guy. You can't get any better than that. We welcome you to a packed house. And if it's packed tonight, we have little dribblers coming up here in a little bit. It'll certainly be packed this coming week when the Osceola Seminoles come to town on Tuesday night, and then the Rivercrest Colts come in Friday night. Harrisburg 9-9 on the year. The Hounds we mentioned is 21-1. These teams played back on December the 9th at Harrisburg. The Hounds won by 30, 54-24. We're ready to go. Opening tip controlled by the Greyhounds. Zone defense by the Hornets. Eric Ross drives the baseline, cut off there. Loses the basketball out of bounds, so a turnover on Newport's first offensive possession. And Harrisburg will get their first shot at it. Casebeer runs the point. This is Tate with the basketball there. Hounds always in man-to-man. Traveling violation call, a shuffle of the steps on Axon Wallace. Again, it's Casebeer, Ross, McCartney, Wallace, and Tate. Hardaway, Cright, Russell, Ross, and White. M&P Insurance three-point shot is off the mark. And we played a minute as Tate goes strong to the glass. Can't get that one to go, and Steady Eddie on the move. Into the front court. Break was not there. Great job of transition defense by Harrisburg. Cright will set the offense. This is Hardaway. Boy, they're banging inside already. Jessen, triple team, kicked it back out to Ross. M&P Insurance three-point shot, no. Rebound high. Cleared by Casebeer. Jacoby Tate will dribble into the front court. We're a minute and a half in and no score. Good solid man defense by the Hounds. Spin move. Crossover. Will not fall, and this is Jessen Russell into the front court. And another turnover for the Hounds. All opening tips brought to you by First Community Bank in Newport, where community comes first. This is Wallace at the top of the key, guarded by Hardaway down the lane. And a reaching foul called on Tavares. It'll be the first team foul and the first personal foul on Hardaway. And Axon Wallace will go to the line for a pair. Harrisburg gets the early lead at 1-0. Axon is good on both of his free shots, 2-0 Harrisburg, and Hounds will set up offense against this tough zone defense by the Hornets. The Hornets played the Hounds very, very well early on at Harrisburg. Hounds being very patient against this tough zone defense. Ross inside, Russell is fouled. Not in the act of shooting, so the Hounds will inbounds underneath. And it'll be Jalen Kright to trigger the out-of-bounds play. To Eric Ross, looked at it from 3, drives the lane, pulls up from about 10. That's a pretty shot from Eric Ross, and we're tied at 2. Great job of just finding space inside. No three-point opportunity, and Eric drove it into the lane and found him a contested jumper. Flashing for a steal was White. Casebeer kicks it back out. Here's a three-point shot, is off the mark. And Ross comes up with a loose basketball. Kright, Ross. Kright again. Free throw line extended right side. Threw it over the top of the zone to Hardaway. Back to Ross. M&P Insurance three-point shot will not go. And the board is cleared by Bryce McCartney. We're tied at 2. Nearing the 4-minute mark here of the first quarter. Casebeer inside. Great flash for a steal by Russell, and he gets it. And into the front court. Going for Hardaway as Hardaway was coming off the far baseline. And a kick. Dead ball, gives it back to the Hounds on the far side. Russell double team down the lane, off the glass, good. Justin Russell was triple teamed, made a move to his strong left side and put it in. Tate for Harrisburg. Down the lane, shot up, no good, but a foul on the Hounds. That was Moross with the shot, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Second team foul, first one on Eddie White. And Moross with a chance to tie this thing up. Got the shooter's roll there. I hear some extra noise myself. Mine's off. Mine's totally off. Anyway, the Hounds were 1 of 2. Or check it, make the Hornets. They cut the lead to 1. And the Hounds on the offensive end here. Ross inside, double team there. Traveled and they didn't call it, and they do call it now. At the 3-minute mark, points are hard to come by here early. Game brought to you by George Kell Motor Company and George Kell Ford. And a steal by the Hounds. And one. Kright with a hoop. Javian Thompson in the basketball game for Harrisburg. Hounds lead by 3. He completes the three-point
play, and the Hounds lead is 4 at 7-3. Can't do it any better than that. And that's an easy one for Wallace. He has 4. He cut back to 2. And Hardaway will trigger from the top. Eric Ross. Right. Drives the lane. Shot up. Good. I said good and said it too quickly. Thought that ball was going to fall, and it did not. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Hornets. Iron unkind to us there. Eric Ross. This is Cripe. Hardaway. M&P Insurance. 3-point shot. Hardaway no good. Walker Caseby are high for the rebound. To Thompson. And here comes Thompson, and Thompson's going to lose this one out of bounds. Had an opportunity to get him a layup and out of his hands. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Eric Ross in the lane, kicked it back to Hardaway. Hardaway for 3. Will not go. Thompson with a board. And Harrisburg has to call a timeout there before the 10-second violation was called. Grand basketball game brought to you by Diaz Scrap Metal, by Newport Small Engine Sales and Service, M&P Insurance Services, Ellis Automotive, Two Chicks Florist and more, and 80/20 Learning for Autism. Also by White River Area Agency on Aging, Jackson's Funeral Home, First Horizon Bank, Dr. Gavin McDowell at Customized Vision Care, Fathead Pizza, Fletcher Land Surveying, Unity Health Newport, and C&M Ag Depot. So it's kind of been a slow start. Most of that is caused by the great defense by Harrisburg. Harrisburg playing zone, but they're playing everything tight inside. And said, we're not going to let you beat us inside. You're going to have to shoot the basketball from the outside to beat us. And the Hounds haven't been able to connect much, especially from the three-point line. It's a 2-point game in the Berg with the basketball. Wallace. Back to the top. That's Moross. Tate. Guarded there by Jessen. Spin move. Off his foot. He got it back. Shot is partially blocked. Out of bounds. Last touch by who? They say the Hounds. Two seconds on the shot clock here. Got to just grab and shoot. It's an air ball, and Jessen will clear to Eric Ross, and the Hounds will go into the front court. Hardaway. Ross in the lane. Pretty. Second time he's gone inside to get a basket, and the Hounds showing some full court pressure here and knock the basketball out of bounds. So the Hornets will retain possession of the basketball. To Tate, he missed the easy one. Got his own board. And around the horn it goes. Wallace back to the top. Tried to get it to Thompson, and a little too strong. The Hounds want to run. Ross, lane. Cut off there, double teamed, in trouble, tie ball. And the possession arrow signals to the direction of the Harrisburg Hornets. You don't want to foul here, especially at the shot. They drive the length of the floor and put a shot up, no good. We played 9-5 Hounds. We'll be right back.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. with 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Newport campus features programs in diesel technology, agriculture technology, surgical technology, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
Happy New Year, everybody, from George Kell Motors in Newport. 2026 is here. Great deals on 2026 vehicles. Got some nice looking vehicles with some major upgrades. Come out to George Kell Motors, see what we've got for you. We've got a great inventory, great savings, good interest rates. Got everything you need and an award-winning service department to take care of you all year long in 2026. Come see us at George Kell Motors in Newport. GMC, we are professional grade.
Well, the good thing is that the Hounds held Harrisburg to 5. The good thing is the Hounds lead by 4. The bad news is the Hounds are not shooting at a great percentage from outside. Eric Ross's couple of shots inside the lane, and then Jessen got one inside. Jataylin also had a 3-point opportunity that he converted. And the Hounds come up short again, shooting from the outside. This is Jacoby Tate. Guarded there by Jessen. K-Spear. Guarded by Ross. They get it to Wallace. Wallace travels and no call, but give him credit for the hoop. Axon has 6 of the 7 for Harrisburg, and Harrisburg has cut it to 2. Just a real tight zone. You see him just packed in against Eddie White and Jessen Russell. And 4-3, M&P Insurance 3-point shot will not go. Ball saved by Eddie White into the hands of Jessen. Jessen, spin move, looked at it from 15. Cright drives the baseline, cut off there, gets it to Eddie White. Eddie White with his first bucket. Give the assist to Cright. Hounds lead back to 4. Good screen at the top, but maybe an illegal screen. They do call a block on Jacoby Tate. A moving screen causes the turnover and gives it back to the Hounds. McCartney back in the game. And the Hounds on the offensive end here. Eric Ross, M&P Insurance 3-point shot, in and out. Harrisburg will rebound the basketball, and a foul in the backcourt on Eddie White. That's going to be Eddie's second. And that's the first team foul for the Hounds this quarter. Wallace around the horn. This is Moross. K-Spear in trouble. Great defense by Cright. Wallace from 3 will not go, and Jessen with another defensive board into the front court. He's been the point guard most of the night tonight after a defensive board. Jessen, triple team, goes strong inside and gets it to fall. Just tremendous offensive play. 1-on-3, and Russell gets it to go. 6-point lead now for the Hounds. Look at that pressure defense by Ross. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Javen Thompson. On a three, cuts it to three, 13-10. Nearing the 4.5-minute mark of the first half here. Cried. Hardaway drives, cut off there. Back to Ross, stolen, and now restolen, and then a charging foul on Eric Ross. That's just good, solid defense by the Hornets that time. Axon Wallace had his ground established. And the Hornets very slowly into the front court. This is Thompson, who just hit the big three. Shot will not go, rebounded by Russell, and a foul over the back on Harrisburg. Foul is charged to Jax Morales, his first, team second. Here in this quarter. 3-point lead for the Hounds. No substitutions for the Greyhounds yet. Eric Ross, M&P Insurance, three-point shot is good. You got to be able to hit some of those shots to get them out of that real tight, tough zone inside. Extends to the biggest lead of the night, 6. We're at 13-7 with a 6-point lead. And now again at 16-10. McCartney. This is Morales, clears it out. 3-point shot is up and in again. That's Wallace. He has 9. And the lead back to 3 for the Newport Greyhounds. Hardaway at the post. Hardaway turnaround jump shot, no. Good tip that time by Walker Casepier to get possession of the basketball. And the Hounds will steal. They ought to get an easy one here. But nothing comes easy. But we'll take it, and one! Eric Ross has 9. The lead is 5, and the Hounds going to try to extend to their biggest lead once again if we can complete the 3-point play. And a timeout on the court and a time in for this reminder. The game brought to you by Norman Baker Pharmacy, Delta Trailer Manufacturing, Norris Lawn Care Plus, Merchants of Liners Bank, Newport Economic Development Commission, Sonic Drive-In right here in Newport, White River Health, and Eye Care RX Pharmacy. Game also brought to you by Arkansas Steel Associates, JB's Heat and Air, Jordan Bumpus. Call 870-731-7276. Churchman's Building Center, Ace Hardware, Drew Hahn and the Pest Detective. We said it once, we've said it 1,000 times. If you're using those name brand companies for your termite, your bug spraying, you're probably paying too much. You can use a local guy right here in Newport, Arkansas, and I promise you the service is impeccable. It's second to none. Drew Hahn at 501-730-1699. Game also brought to you by Dr. Kelly McKinney, Tree Wine Sensation in Woodbriar Nursing Home, located at 204 Catherine Street in Harrisburg. Ross completes the 3-point play. He's in double digits with 10 of the 19. The Hounds extend it back to 6. And a 5-second call. So that turns it back over in Newport. We'll have Day-Day Braxton checking into the lineup with 2:26 to play in the half. Day-Day is just instant energy anytime he comes in. Hardaway. Baseball pass out to Ross. Hardaway dribbles in, kicks it out to Eric Ross again. M&P Insurance three-point shot will not go. Thompson with the board. It's East Skies high for it, and he'll bring it into the front court. He is not the point guard. Ross back to Thompson. Wallace with the basketball, and a good give and go right here. Shot up, and that's good. That's Jax Ross. He has 3, and the lead cut to 4. Under 2 to play, nearing the minute-and-a-half mark. See if Braxton will launch a 3. Just a 2-3 zone, or a 2-1-2, if you will. Day-Day Braxton, M&P Insurance three-point shot, nothing but the bottom of the net, and he's instant offense when he comes into the basketball game. Braxton with 3. Now the lead is 7. And the Hornets spin and a foul on Hardaway. Braxton is just one of those guys you say when he comes off the bench he's going to shoot the 3, he's going to give you energy defensively, and he does. And a steal by Braxton to Russell, and a re-steal. Wallace inside, beautiful move. Can't get it to go, and the third foul, I think, on Eddie White's coming up. Let's see. I think they give it to Hardaway. Hardaway has 2. Foul shots up and in by Axon Wallace. He has 10. Now 11. And the lead is 5 for the Hounds. Eddie White. Braxton at the top. Ross changes wings. Russell to Eddie White. Yes! Yes! Thought I called that one too soon. Great pass from Jessen Russell. Threw it into the high post. Eddie White running the baseline. Beats his guy to the basket. And Jessen with a beautiful pass. Will give the assist to Jessen. 7-point lead once again. Out of bounds. DeBerg with the basketball. 4-3. In and out. Iron unkind to Harrisburg that time, but they got a board. Shot up good. That's McCartney with his first bucket. M&P Insurance three-point shot at the buzzer will not fall. 24-19. Hounds lead by 5. Second half action is next.
At Merchants and Planners Bank, we're more than just your bank. We're part of your community. For over 78 years, we've been helping families grow, businesses thrive, and dreams come true right here in Jackson County. We proudly support local businesses and give back to the community that we love. And we're always there to cheer on the Greyhounds, both on and off the field. Personalized service, local expertise, and people dedicated to making their community happy. That is the Merchants and Planners Bank difference. Merchants and Planners Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Happy New Year, everybody, from George Kell Motors in Newport. 2026 is here. Great deals on 2026 vehicles. Got some nice-looking vehicles with some major upgrades. Come out to George Kell Motors, see what we've got for you. We've got a great inventory, great savings, good interest rates. Got everything you need and an award-winning service department to take care of you all year long in 2026. Come see us at George Kell Motors in Newport. GMC, we are professional grade.
White River Health has a number of locations to meet both your primary care and specialty care needs, including White River Health Family Care and White River Health Specialty Care in Newport. For more information on services available, visit whiteriverhealth.org. White River Health is a proud supporter of Newport Greyhound Athletics.
George Kell Ford is thrilled to announce our lineup of new Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs that are designed to elevate your driving experience. With the latest entertainment technology at your fingertips, cutting-edge safety features to keep you and your loved ones protected, and the smoothest ride on the road. Gas engines, diesel engines, and even EV vehicles are in stock and ready to drive home today at George Kell Ford in Newport.
Well, we welcome you back. You missed a great little dribblers. Natalie Martin does a marvelous job with those kids, and they put in the work, and it's been a program that we've had around Newport for many, many years. And it's a good program for sure. Harrisburg will start with possession of the basketball. And we'll get who's in the game here momentarily, probably the starting five for each team. It is for the Greyhounds, and it is for the Berg. This is Jacoby Tate. Dribbling to the outside is K-Spear. K-Spear gets it to Moross. Moross goes left side to Wallace. Wallace has it slapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Greyhounds. So on the baseline, Harrisburg trailing by 5. Been in this game the whole night, obviously. K-Spear, pretty move off the glass, and no, in and out. Iron unkind to Harrisburg then. Eddie White quickly into the front court. Hardaway. See what adjustments the Hounds make to the zone. Day-Day Braxton in the ball game here. So the Hounds don't go with their starting 5. Braxton starts instead of Crite. This is Russell. Had it slapped away. Eric Ross, who had 10 in the first half. Oh, that's a foul on Harrisburg and nothing called. And a traveling violation called on Axon Wallace. Hounds will get it back here in the third quarter. Next Tuesday night, folks, right here. The Hounds and the Osceola Seminoles. And a steal. Wallace, left-handed shot. No, great defense there by Ross, and he'll lose it out of bounds. Hounds led 9-5 at the end of 1. 24-19, that's where we are here at the half. Tate inside, spin move, left-handed hook shot. That basket goes. Tate's had several opportunities tonight around the basket. First time he got one to fall. They've cut it to 3. Day-Day Braxton. Eddie White, Ross inside. He had a couple of those in the first half. Couldn't get the shooter's roll that time. And a foul on Harrisburg, I think. It's on the Hounds. Jessen Russell with his first. First team foul of the third quarter. Tate into the front court. Russell flashed for the steal, almost had it. Tate down the lane and fouled again quickly, and that may be Jessen's second very quickly. Pick up 2 fouls in less than 2 minutes. Pretty touch there. Shooter's touch by Jacoby Tate. He has 3. And the lead is cut to 2. Too strong, and Hardaway will clear the board. And into the front court. Ross, Russell. Ross to Eddie. Eddie is fouled. Eddie White has 4 points on the night. Eric Ross leads. The Greyhounds are scoring with 10. Axon Wallace has 11 to lead all scorers. He has 11 of the 22. Ross, 10 of the 24. Free shot is no good by Eddie White. Hounds played last night. Won over Kip. Eddie White gets 1 of 2. He has 5. Lead back to 3. And led by as many as 7. By 6 on several occasions. And the Hounds in full court pressure here. And That's what they do best. It's what they're doing right here. And a steal by Eddie to Hardaway. Hardaway couldn't get it to go. Eddie White battling underneath, kicks it back out to Braxton, and Hounds will reset the offense. Eric Ross at the top. Hardaway drives it inside. Day Braxton, M&P Insurance three-point shot, no. And rebounded by the Berg. The Hornets, and that's Jax Moros working against Hardaway. Kind of some bump and run action there. 3-point Hound lead. And Russell with a steal. Braxton, Eddie White, great pass by Braxton. Eddie couldn't get it to go, and Harrisburg will come up with the basketball. And a foul or no? It's a tie ball, and the possession arrow points Newport's way. I thought Braxton might have gotten called for a foul there. But it's Hounds basketball here. Russell, he's strong inside, and he gets it to go. On the other end, traveling. That could be a big swing there as the Hounds go back up by 5. And Thompson will check in, a timeout on the court. And a time in for a reminder about El Puente Mexican Restaurant, the best Mexican food in the world right here in Newport, Arkansas. Howard's Glass, Rick Bass. Doyle Family Farms saluting the Newport Greyhounds. Mary Reed at Bratcher Real Estate at 720 Malcolm Avenue. Mayor Derek Ratliff in the city of Newport. And Judge Henry Boyce. At the conclusion of the game, we'll have the Jackson's Funeral Home post game with the Unity Health Newport Player of the Game report and the Subway Coaches Show with Chase Lewis, sponsored by Subway in the Newport Walmart. Hounds have played a lot of basketball the last couple of 3 weeks and got 2 big ones coming up this week against Osceola and Rivercrest here at Greyhound Fieldhouse. Hardaway against the zone. Russell back to Ross. Day Braxton inside to Russell. Russell gets it back and scores. Great hand by Jessen. He has 8. The lead is back to 7, the biggest lead of the night. Tate for 3. No. And a save by Harrisburg, but here come the Hounds. Eddie White down low, gives it to Ross. Ross shot up, couldn't get it to go. Followed by Ross, no. Day is fouled, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Day Braxton is just that guy that brings you, and we said it in the first half, instant offense and great energy defensively for the Hounds. Hounds up by 7, trying to go up by their biggest lead of the night. And they do. Braxton has 4. And now 5. And a steal by Braxton. And a battle for the loose ball. And Day again defensively making the play with energy is Day Braxton. He's always been that guy. Day now with 6. And Harrisburg wants a timeout. Hounds have bumped their 5-point lead to 10. With an 8-3 run. here in the third quarter. Can't stress enough about the basketball games coming up this coming week. There'll be a junior girls game, a junior boys game, a senior girls and senior boys game on Tuesday. And then on Friday, it'll be a 7th grade girls. Check it, man. It's on Thursday. The girls will go to Rivercrest. The 7th grade girls, the junior girls, and the senior girls on Thursday. And then on Friday, Rivercrest here at home, 7th grade boys, junior boys, and senior boys. So it's Osceola and Rivercrest coming to town in senior boys action. Senior girls get their 2 games with Osceola and Rivercrest on the road on Thursday night. Braxton to the line with a chance to add to his 6 points on the night. And he does. 4 for 4 from the line. Hounds lead by 11. And Hardaway getting after it defensively in the backcourt. This Hound basketball team is very, very effective when they play defense the way they played this quarter. Ross for 3, in and out. Actually short and then too long. Hounds attacking. Braxton looked at it from 3. Ross looks at it from 3, will not take it, drives inside, kicks it back out Hardaway. This is Eddie White. Eddie White cross-court pass to Braxton. Braxton, M&P insurance 3-point shot. No, Braxton followed his own shot, but out of bounds. Last touch by the Hounds. Hounds lead 33-22, nearing the 3-minute mark. And it's been defense here in the third quarter that has given the Hounds the lead from 5 to 11. And a steal by the Hounds. The Hounds have the numbers. It's 4-on-1. Ross. Pretty. Eric Ross has 12, and the Hounds lead by 13. And again, defensively is the difference. And Braxton battling Maross. This is Tate. He's strong to the glass and gets it to go. Tate has 5 and cuts into the run of 13, and it's back to 11. We're nearing 2 minutes to play in the third. Braxton with a basketball. This is Eddie White. Down low, Hardaway on the low block. Spins around. Russell, no. Saved by Eddie White. Back to Russell. Jessen can't get that one to go. And Harrisburg will rebound it, and pressure in the backcourt has just been phenomenal this quarter all the way around for the Hound defense. Thompson. 4-3. Wallace short of the mark. Maross with the board. Kicks it back out around the horn. Tate drives over Ross. And that's good. Tate has 7. The lead is 9. Nearing the minute mark of the third quarter here. Braxton for 3. M&P Insurance 3-point shot is nothing but the bottom of the net for Dayon Braxton. Day-Day has 10. Hounds lead by 12. And a steal. Ross 2-on-1 is fouled. Hounds will get a couple of free ones here. That foul was on Tate, his third. He fouled out in the Harrisburg game at Harrisburg earlier this year. Ross with 13, and he leads all scorers. Walker Caseby are in. And Ty J. Ansley. Thompson with a board. And the Hornets on the move. But Ross at the top, guarded there by Braxton. This is Wallace. Thompson for three. Off the mark. Eric Ross with the board. Hounds up by 13, and it's been the biggest lead of the night. We've already been there once. Hounds to play for one. Hardaway down the lane. Shot up and in. Right at the buzzer. Hardaway with his first basket. We'll be right back. Hounds up 41-26.
It's time to roll with a degree in diesel technology from ASU Newport. Diesel trucks drive America's economy, and if you can fix it, you can start your career as a diesel technician. Diesel techs are in demand locally and nationwide, making good money with growth opportunity and job security. Enroll in an ASU Newport diesel technology program and start your rewarding career when you graduate. Register online at asun.edu. That's asun.edu. Enroll and start out at ASU Newport.
George Kell Ford is thrilled to announce our lineup of new Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs that are designed to elevate your driving experience. With the latest entertainment technology at your fingertips, cutting-edge safety features to keep you and your loved ones protected, and the smoothest ride on the road. Gas engines, diesel engines, and even EV vehicles are in stock and ready to drive home today at George Kell Ford in Newport.
Hounds outscore the Hornets 17-7, which is a +10 to add on to the +5 that they had at the half. And we'll start the fourth quarter leading by that 15-point margin. And it's been because of the Newport defense that the Hounds have gotten back to doing what they do best. Braxton drives, fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. I'm sure Coach will tell us on the Subway Coaches Report that the message at the halftime locker room speech was, guys, we've got to have some energy defensively. And the guys have taken advantage of what the coach told them. Eddie White looks inside to Jessen. This is Hardaway. He tries to go inside, but he is fouled. That's on Bryce McCartney. Be the first. Make it the second team foul this quarter. Third personal foul on Bryce McCartney. Hardaway to the line. His third point of the night. Hounds lead by 16. Now 17. When that guy's playing defense at the top, he creates havoc. Tate. Hounds with the numbers. With the right hand, Jessen Russell with the basket. And Hardaway with a steal. And then last touch by Harrisburg, out of bounds. Jessen Russell with a beautiful right-handed shot. The guy's left-handed. Looked like he was going to go left, went right, and laid it off the glass. And the Hounds lead by 19. Ross from 16. Eddie White from 12. For 3, nothing but bottom of the net. That's Axon Wallace. He has 14 on the night. Lead cut back to 16. Closing in on the 6-minute mark. Ross, well, what a move. Stumbles. Eddie White off the glass. Yes. Eddie White with some trash. On the other end we go. And an offensive foul on the Hornets. And that'll be the 4th foul on Bryce McCartney. Hounds lead by 18. Hardaway. Retrieves it in the back court. Shot is short. Tate with the board. And the Hounds are called with a foul. 3rd one on Jessen. They have the advantage on the block, and the shot is good, and he'll go to the line. That's McCartney with 4. And he'll have a chance to complete the 3-point play. And the foul was on Eric Ross. That's his 3rd. Free shot is no good. Only the 2nd team foul of this quarter. Hardaway will bring it back out and set it up. Take a breather. Ross. Top of the key, Braxton. Jessen is fouled. Jessen's having to create his own space and his own shots because of how they're playing defensively against him. Sometimes you have to force a shot to force the foul, and he did just that. That's 5 on McCartney. He has to set. Thompson comes in for the Hornets. Jessen with 11. Hound lead back to 17. Day-Day Braxton from behind with the tip, and then off Thompson's leg, so Day-Day gets credit for causing that turnover. And again, Braxton, energy on both ends. Hounds have only gone 6 deep tonight. Eric Ross drives the lane. Left-handed shot, good. Eric Ross has been phenomenal tonight. He has 15 on the night. 20-point lead, biggest lead of the night at 51-31. Hardaway. Pretty. Tavares has 6. Hounds lead by 22. It's just been defensively here in the second half for the Hounds. held Harrisburg to 13 points so far. We still got 3.5 to play. And there's Braxton again. He couldn't complete the steal, and then he commits the foul. And again, folks, this Tuesday night, Newport and Osceola right here. Should be a dandy. Tate inside. Eddie White wanting to run. Braxton missed it, followed by Eddie White. Good. Eddie has 9. Great follow by him. And the lead is 24. And there's Braxton flashing for a steal. But will pick up his second foul. Jalen Kright in, Eric Ross out. Hounds still only 6 deep in the game. I think only 7 have been in for the Hornets. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Axon Wallace. It's 2 in a row for him, and he has 17 on the night. He's had a great basketball game. Lead is 21. Braxton. On the other end we go. Hounds out of position defensively. Give up the easy hoop there by K-Spear. But really nothing's easy against this Newport defense. So it's a 19-point lead, and this is Eddie White to Jessen Russell. Over Tate. Yes, that's pretty. Boy, Jessen Russell, he's up to 14. Eric Ross leads all scorers with 15 for Newport. Axon Wallace leads Harrisburg and everybody in the basketball game with 17. Shavion Green and Noah Tate will check in for the Hounds. Hardaway goes out and Braxton goes out. Those two guys played tremendous defensively tonight. Wallace has had a great game. This is Ross, 4-3, short of the mark. Russell with the rebound. We will have a post-game show coming right up. Tate looks at it from 3 and has to go to the dribble to the top of the key. Under a minute to play. Kright. Shavion Green for M&P Insurance 3-point shot from way out. And a tip by Eddie White to Russell. Tate for 3. Eddie White with a board. Put back will not fall. And a tie ball. Possession error favors the Greyhounds. So Samaj Morgan and Trey Greer will check in. Eddie White, Jessen Russell out. Shavion Green to Samaj. Great pass from Shavion to Samaj. And the Hounds get it back to 23. And a great block by Shavion. But a recovery for the Hornets. Will not fall. 3-point shot by Ross. Yes. Ross has 6. And 59-39 if the Hounds don't score again, and they shoot a 3 at the buzzer, nothing but at the bottom of the net. That's good. So it ends up 62-39, and Shavion gets 3 points. Post-game show coming right up. Unity Health players of the game, we got 3 of them. That's the big man inside. That's Big Jessen. Jessen with 14 points on the night. Day-Day, instant offense, instant defense, instant energy. Came away with 10 points, big three-pointer, great hustle defensively. Eric, you kept us not just in the game, but you made the game for us in the first half. You ended up with 15 on the night. Let's talk first about our offensive plan. Points on the board for you tonight, 15.
Well, we've been going downhill at practice, working on the offense and attacking. So that's why I got mostly all my points at.
Day-Day, instant energy off the bench. I've seen it your whole career, and I still go back to that time when you told me, you know, someday you're going to be calling my name, and you were right, weren't you?
Indeed.
Tell me about when you get in a ball game, what's your mindset? What's your thoughts?
Just get in and bring the energy and do what I can do to help my team get the win.
And I think you did as well. Jessen, a slow start because if you could play 7 guys defensively, they had 7 on you. And that's what it looked like. But you battled the whole night, and you ended up with 14 points. It was a tough 14 points, but congratulations on a big night.
Thank you. I just want to shout out to all the fans. We had a packed night tonight. We just got a new student section right there. And next week, I hope y'all ready. That's all I got to say.
All right, guys, y'all are the Unity Health players of the game, and we'll talk to Coach. Congratulations, and good luck next week, guys. I guess we'll see y'all next Tuesday night. I assume we'll be doing that game, but, Coach, let's talk about this one first. What was the message at halftime for our team?
Shots weren't falling, and so for the first time we talked a little bit about offense and offensive adjustments because we held them, I think, to like 19, 20 the first half. Was it 19? So it wasn't defense. It was we got to be able to score the rock better, and so that's something that we made a couple adjustments, especially on our L cuts, making sure that we're doing a better job at getting those. We went 3 for 3 the first half on when we hit the short corner. And so we wanted to maximize touches to the short corner, and that's what we did. And, you know, that's what really, you know, we created that separation in the third quarter that really helped us going into the fourth quarter with a 15-point lead. So that was kind of our message the second half. And, you know, also playing harder, you know, just playing harder, you know, and not letting just the little stuff go. If a ball's on the ground, we need to be flying to the floor and just little things like that.
Coach, I said on the air, I said I can assure you one of the things that Coach talked about at halftime was we've got to have more energy on the defensive end, and we just really lit it up in the third quarter, and we got after it like we've played all year long. It didn't look like we were tired. It's just we couldn't get some things to go offensively, as you said, but defensively in the third quarter, we just got after folks.
Yeah, we did, and you know, that was what we were talking about. We didn't really make many adjustments on defense. It was just the fact that we had to pick up our energy and our effort and do a better job at guarding the ball. And you know, and one thing that they scored 4 times in the first half off us helping off, and that was not in our scouting report. That was not in our game plan. So you know, we got onto them pretty good at half about. If you get beat, you need to get pulled out instead of helping somebody else. And so that was kind of our message. And so stick in with somebody, guard 5 guys, 5 guys, guard 5 guys. And that was kind of our message for the second half.
Coach, we're going to talk real quickly about, we get our 22nd win of the night. We're 22-1. Big conference win for us. I think this is a good basketball team that we played. 22-1. That one was against Osceola Seminoles for +5 over there. And it's a rematch, which, obviously the best two teams in the conference are Newport and Osceola. And it's a huge basketball game. First of all, I want to challenge all of our fans. Please show up this Tuesday night. We need this place packed. We need folks here. We need folks. The energy is great. We're doing some new things, especially, Brian Underwood's doing some great things with the PA and the music and the excitement. When you're 22-1, we deserve a packed house.
Yeah, we do. And our kids, they see this stuff. They see the changes that we're trying to make. They see the changes that, John today was 100%. He wanted to try to get a bigger student section here. And so we see our administration doing everything possible. And that's what I tell the kids every day. If our school's going to back us and do everything we can, we need to do everything we can, to put a big, pretty good product on the floor and get people. Look at this. People still here, packed. Get people to keep coming. That's what we got to keep doing. And you do that by playing hard and playing smart and being a disciplined basketball team and, not being, pieces of crap, and you do that by simply acting right and playing right. And so that's what we want to do, and that's our plan. And we are already putting our game plan together for Osceola. They're a really good basketball team, and quite frankly, these last few days, this week has been their best week of basketball they've been playing, if you watch film. So they're really good right now. And I'm not going to sit here and say that tonight was our best basketball, because it wasn't. So we've got to make some changes if we're going to be competitive Tuesday night, or, things may not work out for us. So we've got some changes we've got to make, and keep battling for Tuesday night and get ready and have those guys ready to go. I can promise you this: they're going to play hard, and they're going to do what they need to do to put us in the best situation to have success.
Coach, looking forward to Tuesday night. It's the Hounds and the Osceola Seminoles right here at our place. It ought to be exciting. Congratulations on the big win tonight, and as always,
go Hounds. Thanks, David.